Scion or something like that, I feel like just doesn't really fit the bill.
Yeah, and I don't think you want to be playing something like a Zaheg.
Aatrox, he's really doing it. I said it as a joke because it's so tough to blind this, I think, in this draft, but it's something he built his whole career on, was blinding Aatrox and winning every matchup. So if you're still going to hang on that one, could work out.
Look, I like Aurelia into Aatrox, but I mean, Aurelia is a scary prospect.
Or just play Cannon.
Just play Darius. I think Darius would have been the right call, but it will be the Renekton. And so a very beefy draft. Currently, Lucid finding the better end of that trade.
We're getting to the point where Skarners do so much damage. Okay, Showmaker, this is a bridge too far.
Yeah, he flashes, but Zeka can just follow him. And now he got a Bone Skewer coming in. It pulls Delight out of the way, but Showmaker will be taken down. The auto was in the air. And yeah, pushed up a little far with full information. All right, no Chemtech Soul this game. That is going to be the first dragon here that HLE look to be taking right now. There's a Bone Skewer onto Delight, though, as he flashes to get the stun. Gravity Field to make sure that that one is lined up, and I don't think that safeguard is going to be enough. The flash into the Magical Journey, into the Sonic Wave Resonating Strike onto a Gromp. Will get Kanavi out of there, but that is still a flash down and a kill over to D+. Still, they are up and available now. HLE looking for Smash towards this bottom side.
No wave, though.
Yeah, let's see whether the curtain call is going to actually work out here. That's a great flash as he gets kicked over the wall, and down he will go. The turret, it does destroy Delight.
Korea will spot this out. Realm Warp is available for Showmaker, so this is not by any means a secure dragon start.
Yeah, and Lucid is going to walk his way over. Look at the health bar advantage. It is absurd.
They can't hurt him that much.
No. Well, Deadly Flourish does come down, and honestly, they're hurting him a fair bit. Showmaker is going to turn up, though, and down goes Kanavi. Yes, you were right, Wolf. It's going to be difficult to kill this guy, as it's not difficult to kill Korea. He has to get himself into the back of the pit. Tibbers running amok as well. There's another Deadly Flourish. The bear does go down, though, as Lucid's getting sniped. Showmaker is looking to tank it up in front of him. He gets himself out of the way. That is Zeka getting in there. They take them both down. Lucid has to get out with the flash, and that may not even save him. It's a double for Zeka and a disaster for D+ Kia.
What's with the holds on objectives in this series? He killed Kanavi, so you have Smite advantage. Get out of the pit, which is not great.
Yeah, it was all a little bit of a disaster there for D+ Kia. Now it's going to continue as Smash not going to be able to contend with a 4 now and 0 Annie.
I want to say, you know, he's exactly where he needs to be in these fights, has been so instrumental, but Guma on the accuracy, getting that flourish as well there onto Lucid in the final moments. He is also where he needs to be right now, chasing Career out of his own jungle. There's another one.
Binding lands, and that's going to be a dead Pike.
This comp from ahead.
A lot of damage here.
Is it time?
Time for?
Pressing R for these two guys.
Oh, yeah, probably.
They both have their ultimates, so.
There we go, pressing R. There you go, Well, thank you very much. Zeus, realizing that he hadn't quite pressed his yet, he presses it. He's now walking the wrong direction, though. Bone Skewer will connect on to Zeus as the Ignite goes down. He's still stunned. The slice over the wall. He does get back. That was very cute. But it's not quite enough as Zeus is taken out.
Career got him on the technicality, a bit of a late presser.
Yeah.
I know we don't talk about Heartsteel stacks a lot. Oh, well, we're not going to talk about it right now either. Showmaker's going to need to leave.
Well, that is a Tempered Fate. Little mini stun kick into the wall there onto Showmaker, and he is surrounded right now. Tries to get back towards the turret. It does not work. And the Safeguard does get Kanavi out of there. So first Turret Blood is going to even out the gold almost completely.
This game is so wild. I think,
yeah, flashes because the turret got mad. And there's a bullet. Good sidestep from Smash. He tried to get through, and it didn't work. Gumayusi is going to be able to lock down the kill.
Uma's popping off again on Jhin. It's one of his best picks. He's got a lot of really top-tier picks, obviously, but this one is one he's most known for next to Caitlyn over the last few years, as Xiu may also be a victim.
Yeah, Zeker was tanking up the turret here, but does make it out with the flash. Xiu not going to survive as Lucid. Not sure about that one, but the Pyke is able to lock down the kill under the Lee Sin. Magical Journey, I believe, was taken there by Korea. He does find his way to Narnia, but isn't able to catch up with Delight here.
As Lucid here doesn't have his Impale for this fight, so contesting this Soul point for Hextech Soul is going to be a large challenge.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to go for it, though, as there is a bear dropped on the Scorpion. Lucid may survive, but he's not looking too hot. Great stun is going to connect there onto Kanavi as they do turn it onto Smash, and down he will go. Zeus now fighting against Xiu here as it's a decent bone skewer, but killing the Aatrox is not saving that Soul point, and I don't know whether they can even kill the Aatrox. As Xiu, he has to try and get out of there. The Dominus comes on forward, another bone skewer, but it does not matter. It's Kanavi grabbing another one, and HLE are really running away with it now.
Have it. So they just walk straight up to him and push him away. Showmaker on the other side here with the Renekton. Can I get the Dragon as Kanavi's by himself?
He is. He's dead.
Hanwha fan at the doctor's office. Doctor was taking a look at this. Like, oh yes, well this can happen at this part of the season. Yes. Yeah, it is very normal actually to be 2,000 gold ahead, but your Kanavi just sends a Rift Herald into the enemy jungle.
He wanted to kill the outer turret top lane with Shelly, but found bad guys. Okay, speaking of bad guys, Xiu is completely surrounded. Does slice and dice, but the stun comes in, and boom goes the Renekton. My God, Zeker does so much damage. Lock down these minions.
This is tricky.
Yeah. Showmaker moving on over. They do not manage to get the wallbang on to Zeus, but he gets slowed down as the rocks come in.
The Smash Flash back available, like you mentioned.
Yep.
There are some ways here.
Oh, but they may not have their Scorpion. Never mind, he's incredibly tanky. It's kind of absurd. There's the kick, though, into the Tempered Fate, and they line them up. Gumayusi's now set up to get the damage in, and Showmaker is just dead. The answering kill is going to be there, though, as the damage from Smash is pretty massive. Korea tanking up so many of these bullets and goes down to the Aatrox. They catch Xiu mid-slice as well, which was gorgeous. And a 2-for-1 is going to ensue. That should guarantee this soul. Very scary prospect, and the idea of fighting around a Baron will be a tough one. Tempered Fate is going to lock down the jungler. D+, can they get into position? That is the question. So much damage going down onto Lucid, trying to escape. They try and turn it. The Impale is gigantic, and he even flashes away. They take out the Pyke. She's so close to dead, and now it's Zeus' turn to kind of go ballistic. He's looking to get on top of Smash, but misses a bunch of buttons. Now Showmaker flashes away from Delight, who tries to flash in. Everyone, as you say, absolutely clearly.
I think the key thing to note here is like how little agency Showmaker and Smash have had. Okay, hold on.
That's another Impale onto Kanavi. Tempered Fate goes down. He does just have the W to get himself out of there. Now Zeus is looking to make his way in. Nice little knock-up as the curtains are being called, pulled back by the Infernal Chains, and down goes the Skana. That should mean Baron. Kanavi's already on it, and Zeus is already underneath the enemy inhibitor turret. I'm not sure whether he really wants to, as he's going to have to umbrally dash through that base gate. Does do that as Xiu looking to make his way in. The Arcane Storm not going to follow them that far. Wolf, is this just are we just burger flipping? Oh, no, we're not. Showmaker going to have to walk the wrong direction to avoid the Tempered Fate. He is lasting a long time, but he gets kicked back to the open arms of Zeker. Another great Impale is going to come down, but it's only onto Kanavi. Xiu trying to keep them at bay, but the Pyke just cannot even stand in this game anymore. And the curtains have been called by Gumayusi. Lucid able to avoid a couple of them, and he's very tanky.
So they have the mid-wave pushed up to the midway point. That's as far as Xiu can send. His career is just trying to buy further time. They're really just doing this to buy Elder time as he has Edge of Night.
Yeah, so he's able to avoid the Tempered Fate.
This is just time buy.
It's just too dangerous. These minions are just so scary. Yeah, Xiu just wanted to catch that wave. Will be able to do so as Delight getting sliced on here. The rest of HLE are going to move up. Korea looking to see who he can catch out of position. The flash away from the Crocodile as he will be able to at least hold on to that wave. Korea almost burns down to the Elder, but these Nexus turrets, they are just dying. I'm not sure about that Tempered Fate, but it doesn't even seem to really matter. As Xiu getting into the backline, they realize they have to pull the trigger. Kanavi fighting 3 of them, and finally HLE will get back to business. Gumayusi just needs to hit the Nexus a couple of times, and they will be bringing us to that 3rd game in this Legend Group series. An incredible one so far. The Flash Impale does nothing. The Scorpion burns down. Both junglers taking a little bit of a break here, but I think the Nexus is going to take a break as well. And HLE will bring us to a deciding game in this series.